shut-off valve, where the water shut it off. I don't think it's actually the shut-off valve. I think there's actually a junction where it splits off to go to the shut-off valve and out to stuff. Broke and leaking. But it wasn't a fast leak, it was like a slow leak. So it was like because I had walked back there before nothing happened. She went back there, she stepped in the wrong spot up to her hip. So we had to take up the wall. Put somebody out. Yeah, the tank, the water filter. That's your pressure. Like a treatment or something. It's your pressure tank. So whatever was inside of it was like hot. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Hi, everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for college baseball action here on Friday afternoon, game number 2 of the 2-game series between Cosumnes River and College of the Canyons. Well, yesterday, the Cosumnes River Hawks took the first game of this series 8-3 over COC, powered in part by a 4-run, 7th inning. Able to pick up the win over the Cougars, trying to sweep the weekend series and head back up to Sacramento with 2 more wins on their schedule. The Hawks 3-1 so far in the year for COC, 1-2 this season, trying to bounce back and find a win after a loss, as they did in the first week of the year. Lost to Saddleback on the road, then won against Saddleback here 12-1. Of course, lost yesterday 8-3. Going to try and turn things around, and they'll try and get it done with Gavino Rosales getting the start today. Rosales this year hasn't had many opportunities. Has had one, I believe. Let me try to get to the right sheet on my stat sheet here. So Rosales pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, struck out 2 in his first start of the year. That start against Saddleback to open up the season, getting the start here today. And he'll face the following lineup for CRC. Colby Lunsford getting the start at shortstop, leading off. Then Royce Smura in the 2 spot, playing left field. Nick Solorzano in the 3 spot. Then Cade McKechnie in the 4 spot. Nate Schwartz is the designated hitter, batting 5th. Grafton Shorts, the second baseman, in the 6th spot. Corey Williams in the 7th spot. Jack Moore in the 8th spot. And Mike Freitas batting 9th and playing center field once again today for CRC. Defensively for COC today, Jake Schwartz at first, Charlie Roca at second, Colin Yeaman at third, Andy Ambrose at short, Ryan Camacho in left, Jovan Camacho in center, Alex Sepulveda in right, and Dane Flashberg behind the dish to work with Rosales as the battery. As here's Lunsford stepping in. Lunsford 0 for 4 yesterday, hitting .250 on the year, 5 hits and 20 at-bats. So step in as we are ready to get underway. First pitch misses down and away, and we are off and running. 12:04 the start time for this one here from Cougar Field on a gorgeous Friday in Santa Clarita. As this one hit on the ground past the diving Roca out into center field. And Lunsford has his first hit of the series, a leadoff single, the leadoff runner aboard for CRC. So a sharp single for Lunsford. As As we said, first pitch 12:04 in the afternoon. 65 degrees at first pitch today with no wind. Temperature should get up to about 70 today. Runner in motion. Bunting was Smurra, and it's fouled away. Smurra this year, 2 for 6, 333 hitter, getting the start today. Michael Grijalva started yesterday in left field, but Smurra getting the start today. As Rosales was checking on Lunsford. Lunsford, part of a CRC team that does like to run, does have a stolen base this year. So far, Cosumnes River with 15 stolen bases on the season. They've been caught twice, and both of those came yesterday, and they weren't really traditional caught stealing situations. They were situations where the batter interfered with Dane Flashberg, and so the runner was out trying to run. It was a strike him out, throw him out situation to end a couple of innings as they'll check again on Lunsford. Smurra swings and misses and is behind the count 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here is Rosales. Waits on the rubber, working out of the stretch early on after the leadoff single from Lunsford. This one fouled straight back to the screen, and we'll do it again. CRC this year, very high-powered offense right now. They've just been very solid on the offensive side. Actually, stat sheet is wrong, so we're going to go try and figure this out real fast. Smurra down on strikes. 1 away here in the first. As Rosales comes with some heat that time. First strikeout of the ball game. And with 1 down and a runner on, Solorzano coming to the plate. Nick yesterday 2 for 5 with a run scored. So again, Rosales will keep Lunsford close here. Again, check in on Lunsford over there. Lunsford in motion this time. The pitch comes inside on Solorzano and catches him on the elbow. So a hit by pitch. So first and second now, and Cade McKechnie coming in. 1 for 4 with a run scored. Stole a base, walked, and struck out yesterday. So CRC trying to find a run as this one chopped on the ground. Going to be a tough play for Ambrose charging in, but he'll fire it across to pick up an out. Runners will advance to second and third. So essentially a swinging bunt from McKechnie, but he's out 5-3. And with 2 away, it'll bring Nate Schwartz, the DH. So we're talking about the CRC offense this year. It's actually last year's numbers. The 3C2A site has not ticked up, so we're trying to get us there. Last year they were kind of a middle-of-the-road offense. This year have been a little bit more high-powered when we finally get our stat sheet to tick up. Nate Schwartz this year, 1 for 8. 125 hitter. This one fouled away. CRC this year, 56 runs, leads the state right now in runs scored. 49 hits is 4th best in the state. They've been very high-powered. Has swung on and missed. Schwartz down on strikes, so Rosales works around a leadoff hit and a hit by pitch. Doesn't give up any runs. And at the end of a half an inning, CNRC nothing, COC coming up. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
One of our reporters kids had that the other day, and he straight up got him a walker.
Bobby looks like Peaky Blinders.
Look at him.
Grandma's sweater. Yeah, they were missing.
See, they didn't. So you guys didn't go quite full out. So Tony Cabrera, one of our reporters, he full up. His kid had a gray hair with he was in a full suit top.
That's what they wanted. They're
And
like,
even better, he had a walker.
they're like, Dad, go to the party. I'm like, I didn't know.
Home half of the first we go. No score between CRC and COC. As the Hawks had 2 on, unable to cash in, so Cougars will get their first chance. As Jovan Camacho will start things off for COC, followed by Charlie Roca, then Alex Sepulveda, Andy Ambriz in the 4 spot, Jake Schwartz batting 5th, Colin Yeaman batting 6th, Aaron Ruvalcaba in the 7th spot, Dane Flashberg batting 8th, and Ryan Camacho batting 9th, as they will face Nate Thompson getting the start for CRC today. Thompson this year's limited on opportunities, as it's just the 4th game of the year. Went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and a run. Struck out 1 in his first start of the year, getting his 2nd start today. He's had 2 appearances so far this year. Coming into today's game, as he will face Camacho, was 1 for 3 yesterday. And will lead things off. Jovan now batting .333 on the season, 4 for 12, takes the pitch. As the home half of the first underway. Camacho 1 for 3 with a stolen base and a run scored yesterday. As he pops this one up on the infield play. College of the Canyons. And the catch going to be made by Lunsford coming across. So 2 pitches and 1 out. So one away, and here comes Charlie Roca. Roca 3 for 12. We apologize for that switch over. We're a one-man show up here, so sometimes I press the wrong key. It happens. As Roca swings and lines this pitch out into right center field, that'll get down for a base hit. Roca looking like he wanted to try and stretch it for a double, instead does not as Fritas cuts it off. The Cougars with a runner on here. So a one-out single for Roca. Bring Alex Sepulveda to the plate. So good swing from Roca. Just didn't have enough on it to get it out past the center fielder Fritas, who did a good job cutting across. Holds him to just a single. As Thompson comes to the plate and gets a called strike against Schwartz, who's 2 for 12 on the year, batting 167 with a double and a couple of runs batted in. Had a hit yesterday and a run batted in. Cougars just failed to really string together hits yesterday. That was kind of the big problem. So 1-1 count here to Schwartz. Thompson delivers. Schwartz hits this one on the ground. Lunsford will pick it up, moving to his right. Throws to second for one. Not in time to first for the double play. It's a pretty slick play from Lunsford to get the first out, as Schwartz at second base couldn't finish it across. So 6-4 cuts down Roca for the second out. Defensively for CRC today, Moore at first, Schwartz at second, Lunsford at short, and Williams at third. Samura, Fritas, and McKechnie from left to right in the outfield, with Solorzano behind the plate, working as the battery along with Thompson here in the early part of the game, as a breaking ball from Thompson misses. As Andy Ambrose steps in, Ambrose a tough start to the year, 250 hitter, 3 for 12, with a double and 2 runs batted in. Expected to be a guy to carry a lot of the load this year for COC, as a quick move and a bad throw out into the CRC bullpen by Thompson. Sepulveda going to try and make it around to third, and will, and he's going to round third, but the throw going to cut him off there. Just kind of a poor pickoff play that time by Thompson. It's an error. And so that's going to send Sepulveda around to third and give Ambrose a chance to try and get the Cougars on the board here in the first with 2 away. So 1-0 pitch to Ambrose, swung on and fouled off to the right. So something COC had a lot of opportunities yesterday, just couldn't cash in. A lot of those came with 2 outs. Now another chance here with 2 away and a runner at third. Base hit will bring him home here for Ambrose. That one misses inside, and Ambrose ahead in the count, 2-1. Thompson misses away that time, so 3 balls and 1 strike here to Ambrose. So a good hitter's count. Ambrose takes on a pitch up and works a 2-out walk. So it'll put runners on the corners here. Now you open up the playbook a little bit if you're COC. Jake Schwartz up there at the plate. First walk issued by Thompson. Good spot here for Schwartz. We'll see if the Cougars try and put something on to try and maybe steal a run. Ambrose will stay put on the first pitch, and a breaking ball from Thompson over for a strike. Swung on and missed by Schwartz. Schwartz 0 for 4 yesterday, 2 for 12 so far this season. Schwartz going to be hung up, or excuse me, Sepulveda going to be hung up here in a rundown as Ambrose took off. And Sepulveda is out. So that'll end the inning. So the Cougars did try and steal one, couldn't come up with it. So Sepulveda caught stealing. That'll bring us to the end of the first. No runs on a hit. One left on for COC. And we go to the second here from Cougar Field.
Really? Feel bad for you, but I understand. My tiny likes to. If you don't give Baby Shark on the phone, that's her new thing. She'll come sit on your. She'll come sit on you and be like, I watch Baby Shark on your phone. I'll be like, no, you don't watch Baby Shark on my phone. Daddy, I watch Baby Shark on your phone. Free unassisted. What was the first out of the inning? Was it 3 unassisted or was it 3-1? What was the first out of the inning? Yes. Not now. The L was last one. Shorts. Shorts out at first. Not the most recent one, the very first one. Did the pitcher go across and come back? Never mind, I'll look it up. Was the ground ball the same? Okay, so it was 4-3. That's what I was asking. I just heard it get over, so
So 2 quick outs to start here in the second inning as Shorts grounded to second. Williams flew out to right field. Trying to get our camera fixed up a little bit here. We had a little camera trouble, but looks like we're okay now. As Jack Moore standing in. 2-2 count here from Rosales. Misses up. Rosales 2 strikeouts in that first inning. 2 outs on 3 quick pitches here in the second. This one hit on the ground towards second. Roca can't come up with it. And so a base hit for Moore to gets himself on. So a single for Moore and Mike Freitas coming up. It's Freitas' first pitch swinging. Roca picks it on one hop and will fire to first. And so that'll end the inning. Ball hit hard though. Roca able to come away with it. 1.5 in the books. Still no score. COC coming up.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
The Cougars will send Schwartz, Yeaman, and Ruvalcaba to the plate here. Schwartz was left at the dish last time up when the Cougars had trying to steal a couple of runs or steal a run and couldn't come away with it. So Schwartz 0 for 4 yesterday. 2 for 12 so far in the year with a double. He takes a pitch for a strike. The count even at 1-1. This one hit on the ground towards second. Kicks off the glove of Schwartz, trying to slide out and make a play. So Schwartz finds himself on first base. Cougars with the leadoff runner aboard here.
Did you score that? Did you guys score that? You scored it. You scored it a hit? Who did the official score?
Yeah. So it's a base hit for Schwartz. Colin Yeaman coming here now. Yeaman 4 for 10 on the year, 400 hitter with an RBI. Chance to try and string together a few here for the Cougars. Talked about it being a struggle yesterday for COC. Only had 3 runs in the ball game and really couldn't string together more than a couple hits at a time. Yeaman, one of the few that had a couple of hits yesterday. 2 for 4 yesterday for COC. Him and Ruvalcaba had nice days. As Yeaman hits this one in the air down the line and right twisting towards the line. It's going to get down as a fair ball. Yeaman going to head towards second base. And into third is Schwartz. So it's a fly ball double out towards right field that was just down the line and landed right perfectly on the line for Yeaman. So the Cougars now cooking with runners on second and third and Ruvalcaba at the plate. So a hard hit ball by Schwartz. A fly ball double down the right field line from Yeaman. Ruvalcaba, who was 2 for 4 with an RBI yesterday, stands in, takes the first pitch away. Big chance here for COC. Trying to get themselves on the board first as that one misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. It was a tough play for McKechnie down the line as well, as the ball was just placed perfectly. McKechnie was shaded out towards right center with the right-handed hitting Yeaman at the plate. He kind of got enough of it. He hit it pretty deep, landed deep out in the right field area and just hit right off the line. So perfect placement. A good count here for Ruvalcaba, 3-0. He'll take the walk. And the Cougars with the bases loaded, nobody out here in the second. That's going to get Solorzano out to go talk to Nate Thompson here. So here's Flashberg, 1 for 4 yesterday. 1 for 6 on the season as 5 straight balls. Thompson, make it 6 in a row that he's missed the plate on. Flashberg way ahead here. CRC getting a few bodies up to work. Trying to get somebody going quick here as the Cougars threatening, nobody out in the bases loaded here in the second inning as Flashberg taking the whole way. And Thompson pumps one over for a strike. Schwartz at third, Yeaman at second, Ruvalcaba at first. As Flashberg fouls it straight back. Flashberg pops this one up on the infield. Infield fly is in effect, so Flashberg is out. So one away as Thompson works his way back into a count and gets Flashberg to pop up on the infield. Here comes Ryan Camacho. Camacho 3 for 11 on the year, 237, was 1 for 4 yesterday. He hits this one in the air out towards left center field. Freitas not going to be able to get there. That's one that's going to get down. 2 runs are going to come in to score. Heading to third is Ruvalcaba, and it's a 2 RBI double for Ryan Camacho, and the Cougars are on the board here in the second. Good piece of hitting that time from Camacho. Got a pitch on the inner half and just gave it a ride out to left center field. So a 2-run double for Camacho. The Cougars find themselves out in front with Jovan at the plate. Still 1 out, and runners on second and third now as Jovan hits it right back up the middle. Thompson made the play and then made a weak throw towards second base, and that kind of created a little bit of an issue, and one of the runs are going to score for COC. And now it looks like Lunsford going to be tossed. So now we've got a situation here. So it seems as though Lunsford's been ejected. It was a heck of a play from Thompson as he caught the line drive right back at him for the second out, but wanted to try and get Camacho doubled off. Kind of made a weak throw. It was floating up in the air, and Lunsford went up to get it. And Ryan Camacho was trying to dive back, and they kind of got tangled up. And Yeaman got frustrated, and the second base, the field umpire actually kicked him out right afterwards. So it looks like a change defensively here. Don Miko waiting to talk to the umpiring crew and find out what exactly was said out there. Looks like Carter Harris going to take over. Cougars get another one out of it, though. It's coming around to score was Ruvalcaba. I think Lunsford felt it was an intentional play by Camacho. So we'll have some defensive changes here. So Lunsford going to head to the bus. And it'll send Charlie Roca to the plate. So it looks like Carter Harris going to come in to take over in left field. Smurra's going to move to shortstop. So this one hit in the air towards left field on the first pitch to Roca. It flies out, but the Cougars get 3 here in the second. Thanks in part to a 2 RBI double from Ryan Camacho. We will head to the third here from Cougar Field in just a moment.
All right, so Harris made the play in left right now. You get the changes there, Jeff? Okay, so 2 went out to left field. And I believe 2 is going to be hitting in 4's spot. Okay? So, the 2 in number 4's spot in the lineup. Yeah, number 2. Yeah, in the CRC lineup. And Harris is playing left field, so he was the one that made that play. And the left fielder is Smurra on the short. Does that make sense?
So third inning we go. COC with a 3-0 lead. It'll be Carter Harris, then Royce Smurra, and Nick Solorzano, the scheduled hitters here. Harris played yesterday, scored a run. He was actually a pinch runner, didn't get an at-bat yesterday. Or did get an at-bat, but he didn't get a hit. I think he walked and scored. It's Harris, 2 for 5 on the year. Takes the first pitch for a strike. As Rosales pumps one over with a fastball. Good pitch from Rosales up and away. It's 0-2.
Chad's down there in your dugout anyway.
Good pitch that time from Rosales that just misses. Lunsford trying to, or excuse me, Harris trying to work himself back into a count. Good pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. Third strikeout of the ball game for Rosales. Brings Smurra to the plate. Struck out in his first at bat. This one on the ground towards the hole between second and first, and he's got himself a base hit. Schwartz kind of got in between there. Roca was shaded towards the middle of the field, and not much that Roca could do, so it's a ground ball single out into right field. As here's Solorzano, was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Swings at the first pitch, hits it out into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Smurra rounding second will stay put as Camacho puts a strong throw on the infield. But CRC with 2 one-out singles now have runners on first and second. Good piece of hitting that time from Solorzano. Just stays right on it and laces one out into center field. That'll bring Cade McKechnie to the plate. McKechnie grounded to third softly on his first at bat in the first inning. Ended up moving runners to second and third, a similar spot. One away as he hits here. Chance to try and get Cosumnes River on the board. Is that one over for a strike? Rosales misses down that time, and the count is even at 1-1. Smurra dancing around out there at second base. Rosales taking a long time. Will come to the plate. This one hit in the air towards right field. Sepulveda drifting back will make the catch over his shoulder. It's just the second out. He takes his time getting the ball in. Looked like he was going to try and maybe jog it in. I thought maybe he thought there was 2 outs in the inning already, but instead decided to fire it in. So it'll put runners on the corners as McKechnie flies out to right. And it'll bring Nate Schwartz, who struck out to end the first inning, back to the plate. Runners on the corners here for CRC, so the Cougars gonna put a play on, try and catch the right call defensively. Schwartz stands in. Rosales with a good pick move over to first. Cougars thought they had him. But Solorzano back just in time. Schwartz from first base even moved off, thinking he had the good sweep tag on. Rosales again, another good throw across to first. Another hard tank from Schwartz, but Solorzano back in. Rosales very methodical right now with runners on the corners, and again he'll go across. And again a perfect throw, but just in time was Solorzano. Solorzano stays put, pitch over for a strike. Rosales working ahead. No balls, one strike to count. Runners on the corners with 2 away here in the 3rd inning. 3-0 COC after a 3-run second. And again, Rosales across to first. Swung on and missed on a good pitch down. Maybe a little bit of a cutter from Rosales. That Schwartz misses. So Rosales a strike away from getting out of the inning without any trouble. Solorzano way off, way past the cutout. Rosales will come to the plate. Runner in motion, fouled away by Schwartz. It's a huge lead that time from Solorzano. He was way out there, well across the cutout on the infield. I think trying to, again, dare Rosales to pick across. Rosales quick to the plate that time, misses. Never mind, a late strike 3 call. I thought he missed. Strike 3 call was delayed, and it's another strikeout for Rosales as Schwartz down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 4 strikeouts for Rosales. He strands a pair for CRC here in the 3rd. The Cougars coming up.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Pitching change. It's 44. There's only one other player with the number of 40.
Pitching change for Cosumnes River here as we go into the 3rd inning. Spencer Edmondson coming in to pitch here in the 3rd. As Thompson goes 2 innings, gives up 3 runs on 4 hits. So Edmondson will get the chance to come in and work. Edmondson so far this year, 3 innings pitched in 2 appearances, given up 2 runs on 2 hits. Walked 3 and struck out 4 as he'll face Sepulveda, Ambriz, and Schwartz here in the 3rd inning for COC. For Thompson, 2 innings, as we said, gave up 4 hits, gave up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. Walked 1 and didn't have any strikeouts in his 2 innings of work. Sepulveda grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Facing the big right-hander in Edmondson. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back. Edmondson, the sophomore. It's his second year with CRC this year. Out of Truckee, California. Didn't really get a chance to pitch last year, but still completed a season and works as a sophomore. Sepulveda hits this one in the air down the line and right, and it's just going to twist foul. Cougars have already had a fly ball double out to right field today. Nearly had another one for Sepulveda. He'll come back and he'll do it again. Behind in the count, 1-2. Fly ball double from Colin Yeaman back in the second inning. Part of that 3-run second inning for COC. It actually got runners on the corners for the Cougars. They ended up loading the bases as Ruval Cabo walked, and then Ryan Camacho an RBI double out to left center. So Cougars trying to add to it here. Leading 3-0 as Sepulveda waits on the 1-2 pitch from Edmondson and fouls it away. We'll do it again. Breaking ball from Edmondson on the inside corner for strike 3. Froze Sepulveda. Down on strikes, one away here in the third inning. First strikeout for Edmondson in his first batter faced. So it brings Andy Ambrose in, walked in his only plate appearance today. Ambrose 0 for 4 yesterday, as we said, struggling a little bit here early on in the year. Takes a strike. Andy just 3 for 12. Looked at coming into the year as one of the sophomore leaders, a guy expected to carry a lot of the pace at the plate. We're only 3+ games in, so plenty of time as he takes a called strike from Edmondson. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Edmondson deals, Ambrose down on strikes. 2 away here in the third inning. So the big right-hander dealing here so far. 2 batters faced, 2 strikeouts. It brings Jake Schwartz to the plate. Jake singled to lead off the second inning, came around to score. He takes a called strike from Edmondson. Edmondson just pumping the strike zone here so far. Cougar hitters have not really had an answer. Sepulveda nearly put one down the right field line, but ended up striking out. Wait on the 1-1 pitch to Schwartz. Foul tipped into the glove of Solorzano. Makes it 1-2, and Edmondson a pitch away from getting CRC back into the dugout, putting up a clean inning. 1-2 pitch fouled straight back. So we'll do the 1-2 again as Edmondson set at the belt. We'll go into the wind. Breaking ball that misses up, didn't quite snap it off enough. And not sure if he's having some trouble with his finger on his pitching hand. He keeps looking down towards his right hand after pitches. It's almost like he's having some sort of trouble. It hasn't seemed to affect him much. Maybe just the first time we've seen it on that breaking ball. As he comes with a fastball. This one hit out to left field, hanging up enough for Harris to make the play. So a clean inning for Edmondson and CRC. The Cougars go quietly in the third. We head to the fourth. 3-0 COC.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
So Rosales back out for the fourth here as he'll face Grafton Shorts, Corey Williams, and Jack Moore. Shorts 0 for 1, grounded to second in his first at-bat. Trying to get something started here for CRC as they trail 3-0. First pitch swinging, grounds it towards the middle, picked up by Yeaman, but he can't make the throw. And so Shorts is on with an infield hit. So a leadoff single for Shorts. This ball hit in the air towards left, playable for Sepulveda. He'll make the catch. And so one away. Here's Jack Moore, singled back in the second inning. Shorts leads away from first. Remember, CRC very much likes to run. Doesn't this time as this one popped up. Playable back of the second base position for Roca, who will make the catch. 2 down. So here's Michael Freitas. He'll step in, grounded to second in his only at-bat today. 2 for 5 in the series. Runner in motion, Freitas fouls it away. So Shorts will go back to first. Rosales gonna make sure he keeps Shorts close over there at first now after he was in motion on the last pitch. So Freitas stands in. Rosales stays put. Freitas pops it up. Playable on the infield. Yeaman drifting back will make the catch. So Rosales, pretty solid fourth, gives up a leadoff single, works around it. We head to the home half of the fourth inning. COC still with a 3-0 lead.
The future is yours. So let College of the Canyons help you get ready, reset, and go for it. Get ready for transfer, the workforce, or take your skills to the next level. Reset your career and get back to work quickly. Go to college for $46 per unit. 0 textbook cost class options and apply for your share of financial aid. With convenient class times, flexible on-campus or online options, and free tutoring, the future is yours at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
Pronunciations, I just conquer pronunciation gaps. So yeah, even when I think I'm right, I'm wrong. I don't care. It's all good. I don't mind. As long as you give me a pronunciation guide, I'll send paper.
Home half of the fourth we go. Colin Yeaman, Aaron Ruvalcamba, and Dane Flashberg do up as they face Edmondson, who worked a clean third inning. Cougars with a 3-0 lead, all 3 of their runs coming in the second. This ball hit in the air, out towards left, playable for Harris. No, not playable for Harris. It kept going and it's gone. Yeaman, a solo home run to lead off here in the fourth. A ball that I thought Harris had a beat on. Looked like it might hang up and stay at the track, and it just kept going. So Yeaman, a solo home run, his first of the year, and the Cougars add to their lead. They pick up another here in the fourth. Ruvalcamba fouls the first pitch back. Ruvalcamba behind the count, 0-2 now, as Edmondson right back to working into the strike zone. So Yeaman, his first home run of the year. Third home run of the season for COC. The ball does travel really well here at Cougar Field. Maybe just enough of the breeze coming off the hill as Ruvalcamba down on strikes. They'll tag him out. One away here in the fourth. Third strikeout already for Edmondson. This ball hit in the air by Flashberg out towards right. Playable for McKechnie, who will make the catch just in front of the wall, 2 down, but Flashberg gives it a ride. Just comes up a little bit short on another ball that carried pretty well. 2 down, and Ryan Camacho, who doubled home a pair of runs back in the third inning, stepping in. Here's Camacho, first pitch called strike. Edmondson trying to work his way back into the dugout after the leadoff home run from Yeaman. Camacho fouls this one on a check swing off the screen behind. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Camacho takes that pitch up. Evens the count at 2-2. Camacho just fights that one off. Keeps himself alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away here in the 4th inning. Cougars with a run across off the home run. As Camacho pops this one up, it's going to get out of play. And we'll go 2-2 here. Edmondson delivers. Camacho fouls it off again. So we'll stay put at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 4th. As Camacho hits this one on the ground. Should be a easy play for Smurra. Picks it up, fires to first in time to get Camacho. And that'll end the inning. But the Cougars get 1 on a Colin Yeaman solo home run to lead off the inning. 4 in the books, 4-0 COC. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now. Top of the order due up for Cosumnes River College. Here in the 5th inning as Gavino Rosales comes back out for the 5th. He's been good so far today. Has scattered 5 hits. So he'll face Harris, Smurra, and Solorzano. Harris took over for Lunsford in the 3rd. Actually, in the 2nd, really. Moved himself out to left field as Smurra came in after Lunsford was ejected after some contact with him and Ryan Camacho out at second base. Harris 0 for 1, struck out in his first at bats. Behind in the count, 0-2. Rosales comes to the plate, misses up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As we start here in the 5th inning. Down on strikes. As again, Rosales finding the zone. Sets down Harris for the second time today. One away. Fifth strikeout of the day for Rosales. Here's Smurra here. Takes a swing at the first pitch. And misses. And Rosales working ahead in the count. He's looked very good today, has Gavino. Remember, his first outing wasn't a long one. Smurra going to try and bunt for a single. Rosales coming off the mound will make the play. 2 down. All working right now for Gavino Rosales. Not away from going through 5 strong. Talked about last time out. He started against Saddleback in the opening game, went 4 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs. Struck out 2, but 5 strikeouts here today as he faces Solorzano, who's the only Hawk he has not gotten out today. He's hit him, and then Solorzano had a hit back in the 3rd. Rosales has worked out of a little bit of trouble today. He's had runners on in scoring position in both the 1st and the 3rd, but yet to give anything up as he faces Solorzano here. It's ahead in the count, 0-1. That one down in the dirt. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Be nice day out. Temperatures moved up to about 70 degrees here. It was 65 at opening pitch at 12:04 in the afternoon. Solorzano takes. So he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Not any wind to speak of today, just some high clouds in the air. Blue sky poking through. That one misses just up and away. So 3 balls and 1 strike as Solorzano trying to get a 2-out base runner here for CRC. That one over for a strike and a full count here with 2 away in the 5th inning. Look at the Big 8 standings this year through 4 games, 3 or 4 games. Diablo 3-0, San Joaquin Delta 3-0, Folsom 2-0, Modesto 2-0, CRC 3-1. So the top 5 pretty good as Solorzano down on strikes. A solid 1-2-3 inning for Rosales. We head to the home half of the 5th inning. COC with a 4-0 lead.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Canyons will send the top of the order to the plate in the 5th to face Edmondson, as it'll be Camacho, Roca, and Sepulveda. Cougars with a 4-0 lead and have gotten 5 solid innings out of Gavino Rosales. His longest outing of the season. So here comes Ryan Camacho, or Jovan Camacho, excuse me, 0 for 2 today. Popped out on the infield, then lined to the pitcher, Nate Thompson, back in the 2nd inning. And then Thompson actually made an errant throw trying to double off Jovan's brother Ryan at second base. And it led to a run for COC, part of that 3-run inning for the Cougars back in the second. So Jovan will try and start things off looking for his first hit today. Jovan now 4 for 14 on the years. He takes a strike. Edmondson has been solid here in relief so far. He's retired 6 of 7. The only blemish was the home run from Colin Yeaman to lead off the 4th inning. This one hits softly towards the first base side. Edmondson over to cover as Moore picks it up. One away here in the 5th. Charlie Roca singled back in the first. It was cut down at second base in that first inning, then flew out to left field. Roca, one of the 3 Cougar home runs on the year, had a home run against Saddleback here at Cougar Field last week on Saturday. A ball he launched out to left center field. Him and Alex Sepulveda both with home runs in that game against Saddleback, and both were pretty much no-doubter shots as this one fouled away. And Roca behind in the count, 0-2. A little different from the Yeaman home run earlier that I thought might have stayed in the ballpark and just got out. Actually caught a tree out there in left field, had enough of it to leave. That's all that matters in the scorebook. It's a home run regardless of how far it got out, whether it scrapes the wall or hits the buildings back behind the outfield wall as Roca fouls that one away. Roca stands back in. Fouls this one away again. Keeps himself alive in the at-bat. Cougars 3 runs in the second, 1 in the 4th. On 6 hits in the ball game. No errors for COC. 5 hits, no runs, 2 errors for CRC. Already 8 errors on the season for CRC. Maybe the one knock so far the team at 3-1. Defense struggling a little bit. 2 of them today on Nate Thompson. Both on throws to try and get runners out at bases. Edmondson misses up and Roca gets it back to a 2-2 count. Cougars trying to split the series. CRC won 8-3 yesterday as Roca waits on the 2-2 pitch. Edmondson delivers. And that was just 2-2. Roca was moving down to first. He's going to have to pick his gear back up. Home plate umpire just casually says, hey, it's 2-2. Look at the scoreboard. And so we'll go 3-2 now. So now we'll do the 3-2 pitch, and Roca fouls it away and does it again. We'll do it again. Bring it off the building, back to our right. Three-two pitch on the way. Roca hits this one sharply towards short. It kicks off Smurra out into left field. Roca going to round first, heads towards second base. And the Cougars with a runner aboard at second base and 1 out here in the 5th inning. So Roca hits it where Smurra probably could have had a play on it, but it kicked off his glove, and it's a 2-bag error. So Roca on, and that brings Sepulveda up, who's 0 for 2 today. Grounded into a fielder's choice and struck out. Swings on a big cut, misses on a breaking ball from Edmondson. Cougars in business, though, here in the 5th. Running at second base and 1 out. Sepulveda fouls it back on a little half swing. Excuse me, fouls it away, and it goes to 0-2. Sepulveda down on strikes. Good pitch by Edmondson. He freezes Sepulveda with a fastball, so 2 away. Fourth strikeout for Edmondson here in 2 innings, 2+ innings of work. So here's Andy Ambriz with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Ambriz walked and struck out. Ambriz takes that pitch down. So 2-0 pitch on the way. Ambriz takes, and that's a wild pitch. It's going to get back to the screen. Roca going to move up to third. So now Ambriz with a runner 90 feet away, a base hit and a 3-0 count. Similar situation back in the first, ended up walking. And the Cougars, she put on a play, and Sepulveda got cut down on the play. So waiting on the 3-0 pitch. Ambriz taking the whole way, right over the heart of the plate for a strike. Makes it 3-1. Andy 3 for 13 so far this year. Couple of runs batted in. Would like to come up with one more here. And takes the walk, though. The Cougars will have runners on the corners with 2 away here in the 5th inning. Ambriz second time today he's walked. Here's Jake Schwartz, singled back in the 2nd. Flew out to end the 3rd. Was actually left at the plate in a similar situation back in the 1st. He comes up with a runner in scoring position, a chance to try and drive one home. With 2 away in the 5th inning and a 4-0 COC lead. First time Edmondson's really been in trouble today. As he pumps a strike over on a fastball to Schwartz. The runners work on the corners. Schwartz takes that pitch down in the dirt. It evens the count at 1-1. Time called at the plate. Schwartz. Edmondson gonna softly fire to first. Trying to keep Ambriz tight here. 1-1 pitch on the way. Schwartz swings and misses on a fastball elevated in the zone. Edmondson a strike away from getting out of trouble. Ambriz gonna get this one, gonna get away as Edmondson throws it by Moore, so a run gonna score. Ambriz headed to third. They're gonna try and wave him here, and actually he'll stay put. So the Cougars pick up a run on another errant pickoff play. Amber is going back to first, decided not to slide. Edmondson's throw went out into the bullpen out in right field. And the Cougars push another across here as Roca comes in to score. And now Schwartz with a 1-2 count. Third error on the pitcher today, fourth error in the ball game. That's a ball against Edmondson as he stepped off for the second time in an at-bat. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Schwartz. It's this one in the air down the left field line, twisting, and it'll get out of play foul. A new rule causing problems yesterday for CRC. Can't step off more than once in an at-bat. I think is the rule. It's either once in an at-bat or only do it so often. You have to pitch before you can step off a second time. And Schwartz down on strikes. The Cougars, though, get a run off an error. 5th strikeout for Edmondson. Cougars will take it any way they can get it, though. A 5-0 lead for COC as we head to the 6th.
Good over there, Gavin.
Top half of the 6th. Rosales back out for the 6th. He's going to face the heart of the order here in McKechnie, Schwartz, and Shorts. This one hit in the air towards center field. Jovan drifting over to left center. It's going to go off his glove. And so McKechnie finds himself at second base on a 2-base error. On a ball that Jovan should have come up with. First error on the ball game against COC. And so CRC with a runner in scoring position and nobody out here to start in the 6th inning. We'll pinch hit for Schwartz. And Murphy coming in.
Pinch hitter, Jasmine.
So Murphy going to get a chance to hit. Hit yesterday, went 2 for 4 with a couple of runs batted in. Now a chance to try and drive in one here. It's CRC on the board the 6th inning with the runner at second base. As this one gets away from Flashberg. It's a pass ball. So now a runner at third, and all you need is a fly ball. 2 balls and no strikes to count here to Murphy. Swings and hits this one towards third. Ambra is going to look the runner back, pick it up and fire to first. 1 out here in the inning. Good pitch that time from Rosales. And a smart play at third base by McKechnie as well. Because that one could have led to an out maybe if McKechnie had gotten any more steps off the bag, but instead just dodged right back. So 1 down and Grafton Shorts coming up. Pitch over for a strike. It's Rosales. Most trouble he's been in today. He's had 2 runners on in the first and the third. Furthest the CRC has had really a chance to score today with a runner at third and nobody out to start. Now 1 away is Shorts at the plate. Rosales' pitch misses up. Flashberg nearly lost it out of the glove. Left-handed hitting Shorts waits at the plate. Pitch misses up. Cougars with no action in the bullpen right now, so they're going to stay with Rosales here. And why not? He's been pretty superb today. Scattered 4 hits. Scratch that, scattered 5 hits. This one swung on and missed. The count even at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes, a runner at third and 1 away here in the 6th inning. Grafton Shorts waits. Rosales delivers, misses up. The count full. So 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 away, runner at third base. This one lifted in the air. Into shallow right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Coming home to score for the first run of the day for CRC is McKechnie. It's an RBI fly ball single for Grafton Shorts. Gets the job done. CRC on the board. So got enough of it to get it out there, and Rosales gets tagged up for a run for the first time today. Here's Corey Williams, 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts to right field. Makes the first pitch up. Cougars have their full complement mostly in the bullpen. I think you might be able to see Luke Lamond again. You might see Chris Romero. I would say only Brooke Schneider and Malachi Carell probably likely not going to go. They'll check on Shorts over at first. Schneider, of course, yesterday went 4 innings. Carell only went 2, but threw a ton of pitches in those 2 innings. So I would say those 2 are probably the only 2 not available to COC today. Is that one over for a strike? One ball and 1 strike, the count here to Williams. Cougars now with some action in the bullpen. A couple of guys out there stretching. So Williams swings and misses and is behind in the count, 1-2. Looks like Xavier Stoker out there. Getting loose for COC. And Luke Lamond also out there getting loose. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Pitch down in the dirt, evens it at 2-2 as Flashberg does a good job to keep it in front. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner on first base. Cougars turned a pair of double plays yesterday. They were strike him out, throw him out varieties thanks to batter's interference. Rosales a chance to maybe get himself out as swung on and missed by Williams, down on strikes. Rosales another strikeout. 7 on the day for him. And Two down and Jack Moore coming up. Solid performance from Rosales today. Get one more out and get himself through the 6th. Puts the Cougars in a really good spot with a 5-1 lead. Shorts will lead away from first. Good pitch that time, and they say yes he did, as Moore can't hold up on a breaking ball down. Rosales works himself ahead, 0-1. Shorts in motion this time. This one chopped on the ground. Amber is charging, will scoop it up, fires to first. That'll end the inning. So Rosales gives up a run, but gets out of some trouble. The Cougars take a 5-1 lead into the home half of the 6th. The sparkling performance from Gavin Rosales through 6 innings, 7 strikeouts has been solid so far. The Cougars coming to the plate, trying to add to it when we come back. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now. Bottom of 6 we go, pitching change. Spencer Edmondson lifted after coming in the 3rd inning, pitching 3 solid innings, gave up a couple of runs. Wasn't helped by a couple of errors in that 5th inning. And he'll give way to Isaiah Williams, who will take over. Williams in 2 appearances has gone 4 2/3 innings, given up 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, walked 3 and struck out 6. He's allowed a couple of home runs as he'll pitch here in the home half of the 6th inning. He'll face Colin Yeaman, Aaron Ruvalcaba, and Dane Flashberg. Yeaman 2 for 2 with a double and a home run so far today. We closed the book on Edmondson, went 3 innings. Gave up just 1 hit, but 2 runs, 1 of them earned. Walked 1 and struck out 4. So here's Yeaman, 2 for 2 today. Fly ball double down the right field line that landed perfectly on the right field line. And a solo shot to left field. It just got over the left field fence as he chops this one on the ground. Easy pickup for Smurrow, who will fire to first. And it's actually a change as Corey Williams actually moves to shortstop. Grafton Shorts now moves over to 3rd. Here's Ruvalcaba.
So, Jasmine, there's defensive changes here. Okay? So, Shorts move to 3rd. Williams moved to short, and Smurrow moved to 2nd. No, so nobody came out of the lineup. Yeah, we just moved positions. I was trying not to be excited about their getting kicked out shadows. That's why the dogs show up. It's kind of one of those ones where I'm like, I don't know what to do. Shorts moves to 3rd. Williams moves to short.
Ruvalcaba down on strikes, and here comes Dane Flashberg. Second time today, Ruvalcaba is struck out. Good English. First strikeout of the day for Williams.
All happened at the start of the inning. I know it doesn't seem important, but it does for fielding purposes.
Flashberg chops this one toward short. Tough play for Williams. The throw going to be wide of the first base bag, and I think Flashberg had to beat anyway. So an infield single for Flashberg. And with 2 out, the Cougars with a runner on here in the 6th inning. So here's Ryan Camacho, doubled home a pair of runs back in the 2nd inning. Swings and fouls the first pitch away. He's got a runner on with 2 down here, and Flashberg gets a hit. 2nd hit of the season for Flashberg. This one over for a strike, and it's 0-2 here to Camacho in the 6th. Cougars do have a little bit of action in the bullpen. Looks like Lamond is out there trying to stay loose. As Camacho chops this one towards the hole, and it's going to get out into left field for a base hit. And able to come up with it was Williams, so the Cougars back-to-back singles and runners on first and second with 2 away. And back to the top of the order. So here's Jovan Camacho 0 for 3 today. Popped out, lined out, grounded out. 2 away, trying to keep a 2-out rally going here for the Cougars. Breaking ball from Williams over for a strike as the big lefty fires. Williams 6'5", 210 out of Jackson. To Argonaut High School. 6'5" lefties are hard to come by at times. Heading the count here against Jovan, 0-2. That one misses away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 away with 2 on. Cougars leading by 4. It's 5-1. COC 3 runs in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. It's Camacho down on strikes. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Williams. We head to the 7th. COC with a 5-1 lead. So Rosales back out here for the 7th, and why not? He's been solid so far today. He's scattered 6 hits, given up 1 run. Struck out 7 so far in the ballgame as he'll face the 9 spot. Then Lunsford and Smurra. Looks like they're going to hit for Freitas here. As AJ Santa Maria going to come in to hit.
Pinch hitter.
As Santa Maria out of Placentia, California, going to come in to hit. His 4th at bat of the year is 1 for 3 so far this season with a double as he takes the first pitch inside. So he'll face Rosales here, and then we'll go back to the top of the order. It'll actually be Harris and Smurra as Lunsford no longer in there after being ejected back in that 2nd inning. Santa Maria tinks away, and it's 2-1. Wallace working quickly. Santa Maria fouls it off. So evens the count at 2-2. Santa Maria stands and waits, fouls this one straight back. One of the hardest things to do when you pinch hit, especially late in a ball game, make sure you get up there and get your swings in. May not get another opportunity. Santa Maria certainly doing that. Finds himself in a 2-2 count here against Gavino Rosales. The 2-2 fouled away as Santa Maria just able to fight it off. We'll do it again. Cougars making sure they do have some work in the bullpen. It looks like Lamont just staying loose as he's going to be the guy, I think, next out. So we wait on the 2-2. Rosales delivers, fouled away once again. So good at bat here for Santa Maria. Two again. Strike 3 right down the inside corner of the plate. 1 out. Good pitch from Rosales. Give him 8 strikeouts in the ball game. And we'll pinch hit here for Harris. As Michael Grijalva going to hit here in the 7th inning. Grijalva, who played yesterday, getting a chance here to hit in the 7th inning against Rosales, who's got 8 strikeouts in the ball game. This one hit on the ground towards first. Playable for the first baseman, Schwartz, who will pick it up and step on first base for the 2nd out of the inning. So Grijalva down 3 unassisted. So 2 down and Royce Smurra coming in. Smurra 1 for 3 today. Struck out, singled, and grounded back to the pitcher. Actually bunted back to the pitcher. It was a nice play from Rosales really to field his position as Smurra just trying to get a base runner. Takes that pitch inside, and the count even at 1-1. Swung on and missed. Good fastball that time from Rosales. Has himself a strike away from getting himself through 7. Smurra waits on the 1-2. Rosales into his motion. Will deliver. Misses high. Two, right down the heart of the plate. Strike 3, freezes Smurra. 9 strikeouts in the ball game for Rosales. 7 sparkling innings for the young man today. And the Cougars will come in to hit as we go to stretch time here at Cougar Field. 5-1 in favor of COC. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
We gotta figure out who's the center fielder. 24 on the mound.
So all sorts of changes here for CRC. Isaiah Williams done after 1 inning. Gave up a pair of hits. Didn't allow any runs. Struck out a pair. Didn't walk anybody, as Jake Herrera will take over for him. Michael Grijalva stays out in left field. And Ethan Walker takes over out in center field for Freitas, who's done after he was pinch hit for in the previous half inning. So the Cougars will send Roca, Sepulveda, and Ambriz to the plate. To face Herrera, who's appeared in 1 game, went 2 innings, walked 2, struck out 1. It'll be Roca, who's 1 for 3 today. Scored on an error in the 5th after he reached on an error in the 5th. So he'll lead things off here in the 7th. Like Jake Schwartz now out there in the bullpen getting loose. Roca hits this one softly up towards right field, and that'll get through the infield for a base hit. So Roca, a leadoff single on a ball that was not hit hard, but hit just in the right spot. The Cougars with the leadoff runner aboard. Here's Alex Sepulveda, reached on a fielder's choice and struck out twice. Cougars would like to add to the lead here, leading by 4. Art of the order coming up as the pitch from Herrera misses up. Two balls and no strikes, the count here to Sepulveda. Roca leads away from first. Herrera deals, misses in, so 3 balls and no strikes. See if Sepulveda has the green light here on a 3-0 pitch. Keep Baroka close at first. Surprised at this point with CRC how much trouble they've had throwing balls from the pitcher's mound to bases today. We've seen 4 errors on the pitcher today. That one over for his strikes to Sepulveda. Actually, we should say 3 errors on the pitcher in a wild pitch. It's just been a struggle on the mound today a little bit for them. Kept themselves in it, though, at 5-1 as Sepulveda works a walk. So the Cougars with the runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the 7th inning as Andy Amber is coming to the plate. Pair of walks today for Amber and a strikeout, 0 for 1. First walk issued by Herrera. He's faced 2 batters and both are on base. So the Cougars go to work with 2 on and nobody out. Amber is trying to find his stroke here. Amber's just 3 hits and 13 at-bats so far this season. As he gets hit right on the hip. And so the base is loaded full of Cougars here in the 7th inning. So a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Now Jake Schwartz, who was out in the bullpen getting loose, comes up to the plate. Is Don Miko going to come out to talk to Herrera here? So monster spot for COC to try and break this one open in the 7th. CRC did the same thing yesterday. Cougars with a chance here and the base is loaded. Corners are in infield and double play depth. Schwartz, the lefty, facing the lefty. Herrera takes a breaking ball up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Big spot here for Schwartz, who's looking for his 2nd hit today. 1 for 3. Singled and scored back in the 2nd. Flew out and struck out. He takes a pitch up and away, and he's heading the count 2-0 here. Swung on and missed. Good pitch that time from Herrera. Schwartz just pulled off it a little bit. So Herrera gets himself back in the count at 2-1. That one misses away, and now Schwartz way ahead again at 3-1. Herrera in danger of walking a run home. The Cougars with the bases loaded here in the 7th inning, nobody out. As Herrera will take a 5-pitch walk, and the Cougars will push another run across. So it's an RBI walk for Herrera, or for Schwartz, I should say, as Herrera's walked 2, hit a batter, and given up a single. And I think that's going to be the end of his day. That's going to put an end to the day for Herrera, so a pitching change coming here in the 7th inning. As a tough outing for Herrera gets an appearance, and that is it. Doesn't get an out. It looks like Dylan Brown, who was initially scheduled to be the designated hitter today, will instead come in to pitch. They made a change pregame. Brown was initially in the lineup as the designated hitter, but moved out and instead will come in to take over as the pitcher here in the 7th inning with the bases loaded. Brown so far this year, 1 appearance, went 1 inning, gave up a hit, walked 1 and struck out 1 as he'll pitch in a tight spot with the bases loaded and nobody out and run across. For Herrera, he gets an appearance, gives up a hit, walks 2, hit a batter as well.
I have English bulldogs at home, so I fully know how that is. If you don't pet them, they get mad.
So there's Colin Yeaman here. Double a home run, grounded to short. 2 for 3 today. A chance to really do some damage as he takes a strike from Brown. Yeaman now. 6 hits on the years. This one squirts away from the catcher, but they're going to be able to get Sepulveda at the plate as Brown covering. 2 runners move ahead, so it's the first out of the inning. Cougars trying to pick one up there and could not. So Sepulveda is caught stealing at the plate on a pass ball. So 1 down, but still plenty of spot or chance for Yeaman to do some damage here with runners on second and third as everybody else moved up. Infield now in to try and cut down the run at the plate as Yeaman takes the pitch up and he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one almost gets over the head cleanly of Solorzano, and he got just enough of it to keep it near the plate. So Yeaman, a 3-1 count here. Chance to go to work once again. Runners on second and third, 1 away after Sepulveda cut down at the plate. Ambrose leads away from third. Schwartz leads away from second. The infield for CRC is in. The 3-1 pitch from Brown hit sharply past the third baseman Schwartz. That'll bring home 2 runs. Yeaman heading towards second base, and he'll stay there with a stand-up 2 RBI double. The Cougars add 2 more. As Yeaman 3 hits in the ball game now, a pair of doubles and a home run, and 3 runs batted in. So now it'll bring in Aaron Ruvalcaba. Those 2 runs charged to Herrera. So close the book on him. 3 runs given up. All of them earned. It's the first pitch to Ruvalcaba over for a strike. Cougars with a 3-run 7th inning. Is that one down in the dirt? It's amazing how things play out similar to the previous day, just in reverse fashion. CRC with a 4-run 7th inning. Stretched their lead to 8-1. Cougars have done the same with a 3-run 7th to stretch their lead to 8-1 with Ruvalcaba at the plate and a runner in scoring position. And just 1 away. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Down in the dirt, and evens the count at 2-2. 2-2, called strike 3. Ruvalcaba down on strikes for the 3rd time today. The 6th. For strikeout for Brown. Flashberg comes to the plate. Flashberg singled in the 6th. That pitch down in the dirt. Good job by Solorzano, keeps it in front. Yemen has to stay at second base. Schwartz back out in the bullpen, getting loose. That one skips away from Solorzano. So now Yemen moves up to 3rd. And with 2 outs, the Cougars a chance to try and bring another one home. That misses up. Flashberg way ahead now. Cougars trying to add another. Already 3 across in the inning. Bases loaded and nobody out. Able to push 3 runs over. Flashberg will take the walk, and the Cougars will put runners on the corners here in the 7th for Ryan Camacho. 3rd walk of the inning. First walk issued by Brown. Camacho 2 hits and 3 at-bats. Doubled home a pair back in the 2nd. And then singled back in the 6th. Camacho pops this one up. Playable on the infield. Smurra coming over will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But 3 runs across in the 7th for COC. An 8-1 lead as we head to the 8th here from Cougar Field. So a pitching change for COC as we go into the 8th inning here. Schwartz will come in to pitch the 8th. Takes over for Rosales, who had a superb 7 innings pitched. Gave up 6 hits, just 1 run. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 9. Schwartz will take over. Schwartz, who pitched last week on Saturday. Went clean inning. Didn't give up a hit. Struck out one. So face Solorzano, McKechnie, and the DH spot. Schwartz comes to the plate with a strike to Solorzano. Solorzano today 1 for 2, hit by a pitch, single back in the third, struck out the fifth. He faces the lefty Schwartz. Schwartz, one of only a couple of left-handed pitchers in the COC bullpen this year. That one almost hits McKechnie. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Schwartz delivers in an off-speed pitch that works down and away from the right-handed hitter, gets it back to 2-2. Sun is poked out, the clouds have moved away. Bright sunshine on the field now. It's the 2-2. Breaking ball over for called strike 3, so Schwartz has a strikeout. 1 down, first strikeout for Schwartz, and after Solorzano, not McKechnie. Now McKechnie comes in. Myself in the wrong spot in the lineup. McKechnie 0 for 3, reached on an error, scored back in the 6th. Brought home the only run for CRC off the single from Grafton Shorts. That one over for a strike. Schwartz deals in that one. Breaking ball to the back foot of McKechnie, swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, back-to-back strikeouts to open up the 8th inning for Schwartz. 2 up, 2 down. Joakim Murphy comes back to the plate 0 for 1, grounded to third in his only at bat in the 6th inning. So we sit in the 8th with 2 outs. Good pitch from Schwartz that time, swung on and missed, evens the count at 1-1. It's Murphy waving at another off-speed pitch down in the zone. Schwartz very crafty up there on the rubber. It's a bit of pace on his fastball, but has a good breaking ball, good changeup. As this one grounded towards the second baseman, picked up by Roca, easily across to first base. A 1-2-3 inning for Schwartz. We head to the bottom half of the 8th. It's 8-1 COC. Eighth inning we go. Tyler Lamperti in to take over for Brown. Lamperti, 2 innings pitched, walked 1, struck out 3. So face the top of the COC order in Jovan Camacho, Charlie Roca, and Alex Sepulveda here in the 8th inning. Ball grounded towards first, picked up by Moore. He'll step on first for the first out here in the 8th inning. So Camacho 0 for 5 today. One down on Charlie Roca, who's got a pair of singles, scored twice, reached on an error. Is 2 for 4. As Lamperti hits him on the hip on the first pitch, the Cougars with a runner here. Cougars have been ball magnets so far this year, it seems like, at the plate. Hit 5 times coming into the game today. It's the second hit batter today by CRC. So Roca on to first, Sepulveda coming up. Sepulveda 0 for 3. Walked, struck out twice, grounded into a fielder's choice as he takes a called strike. That one over for strike 2, and it's 0-2. Sepulveda takes. Fouls this one away, and it'll stay 1-2. Looks like Xavier Stoker up in the bullpen working. Roca over to first on a pickoff play from Lamperti. Back safely in plenty of time. So wait on the 1-2 pitch to Sepulveda with one away and a runner on. That one misses up and away, and it evens the count at 2-2. Sepulveda down on strikes and a good breaking ball from Lamperti. 2 down. Now Andy Ambrose to the plate. Ambrose 0 for 1 today. Has been walked twice, was hit by a pitch, scored a run in the 7th. Only at bat a strikeout in the 3rd as he hits here with a runner on and 2 outs. As that one misses away, so Lozano able to keep it from getting back to the screen. Again, they'll check on Roca. Is that one going to get away from, never mind, it's not going to get away from Solorzano. It's going to hit Ambrose. So again, we talked about COC being ball magnets this year. It's the 3rd hit batter of the ball game. 2nd time Andy Ambrose has been hit. So runners on first and second and 2 away, and Jake Schwartz coming back to the plate. Schwartz singled back in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 7th. 2 runs across for him. It's also driven in a run. Pitched in an inning and went scoreless in the top half of this 8th inning. now gets a chance to hit and try and help out. Once again at the plate as he takes the pitch up. Schwartz hits this one towards second base, but right to Schmurrow, who makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cougars get 2 on, but can't push one across. It looks like Xavier Stoker will come out to take over here, and we'll go to the 9th. 8-1 COC.
Well, he's the only one that tells us, and he only does it when we do this, because Schwartz comes in the pitch after he plays first, so it gets us back to a regular 9, and then it's a whole, it can be a mess.
Pitching change for COC. Xavier Stoker will come in to pitch. He's thrown 1 inning, was scoreless in that 1 inning, struck out 1. Jake Schwartz moves back over to first base after his clean inning. And if you're scoring at home, Stoker will go into Ruvalcaba's spot should that come back around. And Stoker will face Shorts, Williams, and Moore, the scheduled hitters here, and they'll actually pinch hit for Shorts. Actually be Kevin Suhu to hit here in the 9th inning. Suhu has not had a bat this year, so he'll hit here against Stoker in the 9th.
You got the hitting change, the batter change too.
So this ball lifted in the air towards center field. Playable for Camacho, who will make the catch. 1 away in the 9th. So 1 down, and Williams will step to the plate. Williams today 0 for 3. Flew out to right field twice and struck out. Stoker's fastball over for a strike. Cougars 2 outs away from splitting the series and getting back to 2-2. This one hit out towards right center field. That'll get back to the wall. Williams will head to second base with a stand-up double. So 1 out double here in the 9th. First hit surrendered this season by Stoker, as he'll face Jack Moore now. And then the 9 spot, which should be Ethan Walker. Looks like he's in the on-deck circle. Moore today 1 for 3. Singled, popped out, grounded out. Stoker deals a fastball on the inside for a strike. Runner in motion here. A stolen base taken off the pitcher by Williams. Pretty easy stolen base that time. So runner in scoring position. Stoker just not doing a good enough job holding the runner, but at this point in an 8-1 game, that run does not mean much. You got to get around a few times here if you're CRC. So if you're Stoker and the Cougars, you work on the hitter at the plate, but Stoker behind in the count here now. 2 balls and 1 strike to Moore. That one down in the dirt. It's 3-1. Chop towards Ambrose at third. Takes a high hoff off him. Yeeman going to try and get the runner at the plate, but not going to be in time. So it's an RBI off an error. It's going to go off of Ambrose. Moore going to bring home a run. Moore going to move to first. So here's Ethan Walker. 0 for 7 so far in the year. Second error of the ballgame on COC as Walker swings at the first pitch, swings through it. So 1 across. 1 misses down and away, evens the count at 1-1. 6-run lead for COC here. CRC trying to rally with 1 out. As Walker waits on the 1-1 pitch, chops it up the third base line and foul. This ball popped up. Shallow right field, going to be a tough play for Sepulveda, but he's drifting in, will make the catch. And 2 away. So 2 down, CRC down to their final out. Grijalva coming back to the plate. Grijalva takes a pitch up. Grijalva fouls the 1-1 away, so Cosumnes River down to their final strike. Cougars a pitch away from evening the week at 1-1, evening their record to 2-2 as Stoker trying to finish this one off. As Moore leads away from first. Stoker's breaking ball called strike 3, and that will end the ball game. A sparkling performance from Gavino Rosales, picked up by COCs. They put up 8 runs in the ball game, get themselves to 2-2 on the year. Stoker goes an inning, gives up a run on a hit, and an error, strikes out one. And for COC, they pick up the win, move to 2-2. 2:31, the final pitch made, so a pretty tight game. 1 hour and 53 minutes, or 57 minutes. Or sorry, 2 hours and, no, 1 hour and 57 minutes. I'm right, my math is good. And it's a pretty solid game for COC. You pick up 8 runs for the Cougars on 9 hits in the ball game. 2 errors. The Cougars pretty efficient as well. 9 left on base. For CRC, 2 runs on 7 hits. 4 errors. And 8 left on base for the Hawks. So the Cougars get to 2-2. Rosales picks up the win. Improves to 1-0 on the year. For CRC, Nate Thompson gets the loss. And for Thompson, his first loss of the year falls to 0-1. That'll close the book on the ball game for us. We thank you for joining us. Make sure you keep an eye on the COC YouTube page, cocathletics.com, for further live stream schedules. We should have some basketball and some softball for you next week up on the docket. For all of us here on the Cougar Sports Network and at COC, I'm Matt Robinson. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody.